Hello guys and welcome back to another video from Cardano News Today. Today, we bring you the current updates and news on Cardano, price updates and what Vitalik Buterin has to say on Cardano that'll make its price go $1,000 in the next few years. Make sure to stay with us until the end if you don't want to miss out on anything. Also, subscribe to our channel for more videos. Let's get started. Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin told podcaster Lex Friedman that deep academic rigor is overrated in an apparent shot at Cardano, the crypto project helmed by former Ethereum co-founder Charles Hoskinson. Such efforts really prioritize having these massive academic arguments for everything, Buterin said on the podcast released on YouTube on Friday. By contrast, Buterin stated that Ethereum tends to be more okay with heuristic arguments, in part because it's striving to do more faster. By heuristics, Buterin refers to problems solved by practical answers rather than the theoretically clean formulations. Updates to Cardano, on the other hand, must be approved by a rigorous academic body that peer evaluates each modification. Hoskinson thinks Cardano's design improves on Ethereum's. He said his ideas made him unpopular among Ethereum developers while he was establishing the project back in 2013. Hoskinson told Decrypt in 2019, "A lot of people dislike me in the Ethereum environment. They think I'm a monster, that the only reason I got engaged was because I wanted to hurt Ethereum." Buterin said he preferred heuristics over serious academic rigor because researchers typically miss the biggest errors. He presented an example of an outside-the-model failure, selfish Bitcoin mining, where miners cooperate to hide newly minted blocks from the public blockchain, disclosing them later in a private network where scarcity will lead to increased profits. Selfish mining was initially detected by Cornell scholars Emin Gunsayer and Itay al. In a 2013 paper, 4 years after Bitcoin started. This difficulty wasn't accounted for by researchers like Bitcoin creator Satoshi Nakamoto. Ultimately, what you're trying to do can never be adequately articulated in formal words. This is the big discovery of the AI safety people, stated Buterin. It's like the analogy of the paperclip maximizer. When far in the future, someone requests a super-intelligent AI to make as many paperclips as possible. The machine believes that humans made out of atoms are good food for paperclips and causes the extinction of humanity. Rigorous designs typically do not account for failures like those, Buterin argues. He has donated a lot of money to organizations that advance AI safety, including billions of dollars worth of meme tokens. Charles Hoskinson reacted to Buterin through a video lecture from his hotel room in Miami, where he's attending the Bitcoin 2021 conference this weekend alongside Buterin. "I just happen to believe the way we do things is a bit more mature and responsible because the way that we do things results in a higher assurance that the systems we construct won't fail," Hoskinson said, stressing that customers' money and privacy are at stake if things were to go wrong. If development were rushed and adoption climbed to a point where modifications couldn't be introduced anymore, that might result in tragically and brutally flawed software, he said. As a counterexample, Hoskinson noted that Boeing's 737 disasters that killed 346 people in 2018 and 2019. He noted that the failures highlights how software failure can have fatal repercussions and why precision is so vital in technical design. Hoskinson added that Cardano will keep to its guiding principle of evidence-based software that relies on academic peer review processes done through conferences, he said. But the protocols of Vitalik and his friends will also finally succeed, he warned. That said, let's move on to some price updates, shall we? Cardano's price is higher this morning. As we expect, more upside after a higher low was established yesterday. As a result, the ADA USD exchange rate is expected to rise further and surpass the $2 mark in the near future. ADA USD has traded in a range of $2.008 to $2.064, indicating little price movement over the last week. The volume of trading has decreased by 20.85% to $2.27 billion. Meanwhile, the total market capitalization of Cardano is around $66.7 billion, giving it a market share of around 6.45%. Yesterday, ADA USD made a higher low, trading below the $1.95 support level, suggesting that ADA BTC may follow suit and test the $0.000005 mark in the near future. For the most part in October, Cardano price action remained above the $2.10 support level. Lower highs were established, indicating that a bearish force was accumulating in a narrowing range. A strong break lower on October 28th was followed by a quick rebound to $2. ADA USD made a strong comeback above $2 on November 1st, as traders were eager to cut losses and buy back in. Investors were able to profit from a quick rebound from the low of $1.80. Cardano's price reached $2.10 on November 3rd, a gain of nearly 50%. The price has turned resistance and set a new high, implying that it'll try to break through later this weekend. The ADA USD pair has made a new higher low, which will almost certainly be followed by another test to the upside later this weekend. ADA Lend will provide its users with a variety of features that'll allow them to access decentralized financial instruments that are accessible to anyone with an internet connection without the complicated KYC requirements that the mainstream banking system imposes. The protocol would increase the capital efficiency of digital assets by allowing assets to be accumulated to fund multiple loan pools. The protocol will make use of the Cardano blockchain to explore DeFi's potential as a viable alternative to traditional banking. Future blockchains will be required to have a lower environmental impact, working efficiently without consuming massive amounts of energy to stay operational. Cardano has been one of the most energy-efficient blockchains in the industry, using 1.6 million times less energy than Bitcoin and a fraction of the energy used by higher market cap coins on average. Cardano has also announced a collaboration with Fairytree to launch the first global Cardano Impact Challenge, a project that aims to reinvest donations into replanting around the world. The Cardano Coinbase was written in Haskell, a widely used programming language that was specifically chosen for its auditability. Unlike many DeFi protocols that suffer from issues due to blockchain complexity, the Cardano blockchain will provide a protective layer of security for the ADA Lend protocol to function without interruption. ADA Lend is regarded as one of the most reliable and efficient DeFi platforms available. ADA Lend will also benefit from Input-Output Hong Kong's or IOHK continued development of the Cardano blockchain, which has a very strong team working on improving the blockchain. The smart contract platform market is becoming increasingly competitive, with the top 10 coins by market capitalization constantly shifting based on mass adoption rates. The multitude of networks chipping away at Ethereum's market share is intensifying. Cardano, the well-regarded network whose market capitalization soared during its much-anticipated network update, is poised for another rally. The price of ADA dropped after the Alonzo upgrade, which added smart contract functionality to the Cardano ecosystem. As Cardano entered its smart contract era, the event triggered a sell-the-new scenario. Despite this, there is a cause for celebration and optimism in the near future. Cardano's 2021 summit introduced new features that'll aid in the development of the network's future use, such as the creation of a native Cardano stablecoin called DJET and the use of Chainlink to supplement price feeds and assist in the growth of DeFi on Cardano. In a recent tweet, Cardano announced a new milestone, indicating that the total number of ADA wallets has surpassed 2 million. The news is even more exciting when you consider that in May 2021, Cardano had a total of 1 million ADA wallets, indicating that the network update was beneficial to the network as a whole. Cardano's price, according to analysts, was fueled by a euphoric sense of achievement, which may not have justified its previous all-time high. Cardano's upcoming updates, on the other hand, are worth noting because they may further incentivize the use of the Cardano network at the expense of others. The EUTXO concurrency has yet to be resolved, which has hampered the network's full functionality. More resources are being redirected towards Hydra, the Layer 2 scalability protocol, which could solve all existing issues, according to Charles Hoskinson in an AMA session. He also stated that Hydra is a high commercial priority because it can handle all the transaction loads generated by the plethora of dApps that are expected to emerge in Cardano. Given the number of nodes Hydra can operate, it appears to be Cardano's saving grace, as it has the potential to catalyze a larger move than expected. According to one author, Cardano could eventually reach 1 million TPS through Hydra if all underlying processes follow the imposed theory. Cardano's expectations and delivery timelines position the network to be a smart contract contender with a much higher TPS output than its competitors, despite the fact that the value of the ADA token has dropped by roughly 30% since its all-time high. Cardano's development is slow because it relies on academically reviewed papers to ensure that the protocol is implemented correctly. Demand for ADA could skyrocket if additional functions to support the network and develop the ecosystem are added. So that was all for today's video. Make sure to hit like, share, and subscribe to our channel, Cardano News Today. Also, let us know your thoughts on Cardano in the comment section.